Do all pros fight the same? After reviewing a few pros on the channel, I'm starting to see a lot of the same moves, so to answer this question, I watched the highest kill game from two different regions while looking for similarities in their gameplay. Starting off spawn, Peterbot lands at the raft while Marius drops at whichever medallion POI is first on the bus. Each of these POIs come with their own advantage that attracts a lot of players, creating the potential for quick kills within the first few minutes of the game. They grab a few chests that make their way towards the opponent, eliminating them before they could loot up and put up a better fight. Once the POI is cleared, they fight the boss, grab the medallion, then make their way towards the nearest launch pad. Before hitting the pad, they use their Flowberry Fizz to gain more elevation and travel further while searching for their next fight. Marius didn't need to do much searching in this game because the player already had the raft medallion revealing his location on the map. Only issue is, he's 2,000 meters away. So he hits the pad on top of the mountain, then glides all the way to center zone to hit another pad, and looks to hit this next pad but he gets destroyed. So he makes his way over to the next closest pad, which brings him to the medallion where he sits behind the box and beams the player who decided to fizz jump out of his box for whatever reason. Marius' map knowledge allowed him to get from Doom's Castle to Raft in under 2.5 minutes, starting the game off with the best AR and 2 strongest medallions. Being aware of natural mobility locations is crucial for getting around the map, especially when looking for players to fight. Peterbot finds his next fight in Grim Gate and the player boxes a level above him, so he side jumps while swinging at the wall, catches himself, then claims the wall as the opponent opens and gets a 90 tag. The opponent dashes then boxes up, but Peterbot shoots the wall as he's dropping down to quickly replace it and picks up the kill. Pressuring in front of a wall is the most aggressive angle you could take, but you run the risk of getting edited on with no quick way to protect yourself, which is why you see Peterbot damaging walls before getting in front to limit the time he has to spend breaking it. Marius does the same thing in his next fight, staying to the left while breaking the wall, then moves in front while making his peek. He misses the shot but claims the cone and back wall of their box, and once he gets blocked off, he quickly moves to that wall and picks up the kill before they could react. Claiming missing pieces is one of the easiest ways to get piece control on players, and after picking up a few quick kills, Peterbot free builds on his opponent for intimidation purposes, which makes him forget to place his middle wall, which Peterbot took advantage of so he couldn't even put up a fight. On the other hand, this player was putting up a good fight against Marius, causing him to slow down and heal then try to escape. However, Marius chased him down and dropped on a AA to 50-50 him. 50-50ing is the single fastest way to finish a fight, but also the riskiest. Marius does this a lot, but is confident in his aim and has a gatekeeper with a drum mag attached. Adding 2 shots to what's already the strongest shotgun in the game is the obvious choice for him to carry, but when he doesn't have one, he usually carries the highest rarity Sovereign he could find to continue with his 50-50 playstyle. But Peterbot prefers the pump over Sovereign no matter the rarity. The pump shoots a lot slower than the gatekeeper, so he's forced to change his playstyle, making more edits and resets to avoid taking damage, which ultimately prevents him from making some of the riskier peaks he would take with the gatekeeper. As the game goes on, players are less willing to fight and will do anything to avoid dying, which is what Peterbot's dealing with in this next fight. When approaching multiple boxes, he stands on his own cone and floor, then starts pressuring from the top. This restricts his opponent to only one possible peek, which he predicts by holding his gun out and gets a 30 tag followed by another 80. He starts to do the race, so we'll check in on Marius while Peterbot tries to catch him. He's in the fight under the bridge and tries to get a quick shot, but the opponent places a wall and blocks it. The wall is only 15 HP, so Marius looks down and breaks it with his AR, claiming both the wall and stair. The reason he looked down while shooting was to guarantee he hit the wall instead of shooting through the box and getting hit if the opponent made a window or peanut butter at it. From here he makes a sideways stare at it, leaving his opponent exposed, but shoots his own wall, allowing the opponent to take it back. Being stuck between the bridge and the opponent's wall leaves him with no defense, so he starts moving to the left while keeping his crosshair on the opponent in case he edits, then reclaims the wall to finish the fight. By the time this happened, Peterbot finally caught up to Nutter Brother 49 and was able to spray through the wall and get the kill. But the next kid he tries to fight takes him on another chase, so we're back to Marius, who's also chasing players down. After chasing his player down, he starts to pressure his wall and they place a ramp, so he immediately puts a wall above him and drags the cone in the direction he's editing. This prevents him from building up, and when he tries to rebox to his left, Marius stole his wall and got an easy kill. His next fight was against a reboxer, and just like Peterbot, he replaced from the top. But instead of editing his cone to replace the floor, he safely broke it through the cone, leading to him getting the kill but taking damage from a wide edit. Peterbot found himself in a similar situation, but the opponent didn't have the slightest chance of hitting him. He beams the player spraying at him from across the river and slides down reverse ramps to get over to him before he can finish healing and picks up the kill. As the zone gets smaller, more players are boxing up and they both go box to box just running through players. Watch how Peterbot just bullies this kid with the gatekeeper. and for his next 5 kills, that's all he did. Marius was similar, forcing a coin to the player's box while taking the wall at the same time, leaving them defenseless. He started 50-50ing everyone as well, and it didn't even look like they had a chance. In 8th zone, Peterbot was still jumping in boxes, and when this player kept using armored walls, he went under the box while crouched, then stood up while breaking the floor to guaranteed phase through and pick up the kill. Something Peterbot does well in these late game fights is use third parties to his advantage. While he's keying this kid, there's another player above them looking to pick up a free kill, but he never moves into their line of sight and blocks off any angles while the other player gets beamed and picks up an easy kill. Once it gets to moving zones, you got players trying to qualify and earn. Meanwhile, Peterbot and Marius don't care about anything but kills. They're shooting kids from storm, mantling up on height, and clearing out low ground before ultimately winning the game. So to revisit the question, do all pros fight the same? Kinda. There were a lot of similarities between these two games because both players were trying to set a kill record, but if I compare them to a pro on higher ping or one trying to win, you may see them take safer, less aggressive angles. One thing you'll find consistent through all the best fighters is good fundamentals. Every fight boils down to basic fighting concepts which they've practiced over and over and gotten really comfortable with. So although the moves may be different, the purpose is the same. My old duel got cooked by these fundamentals because he didn't see any of my videos covering them, but you could avoid this by checking out these videos. Like and subscribe. Peace.